So let's discover a profitable, future-proof, and at the same time aligned niche to you. So you could show up fully confident and with certainty about what you're putting out in the market. But at the same time, you could get the people that invest well, that do the work that you give them, and at the same time give you great results in return using one simple diagram that you can see in the background. See, if you're someone who's kind of struggling to pick a niche that pays well, and at the same time you're not creating magnetic messaging, the type of messaging that allows you to create resonant content and offers that get people saying, I'm in, I want to work with you, then this is going to serve you and this is going to help you. But here's my small ask for you. Before we jump into it, please take action. I know you're an action taker. I know that maybe you're a bit busy, but please focus and take action till the end of the video, because every single thing that I'm going to share with you saved me thousands of dollars and helped me actually build my entire business right now. So let's jump into the resonance diagram, as I like to call it. You're going to see that there is a lot of stuff going on the screen, but I don't want you to worry. Cool? So first things first, what we need to understand when it comes to niches is that there are a lot of options being thrown out there in the market. And that's kind of the reality. The first option that's being thrown out there, which in my opinion is one of the worst, is that one-dimensional niching. So niche down, pigeonhole yourself. Put yourself in a box and just talk about this thing. Now, it's cool to start off here. It's cool to start off in this one-dimensional approach where this is who I help, this is what I do, this is how I do it, blah, 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 blah. But in reality, what we have realized is that this puts you in a box that is very hard to get out on one hand, and that kind of sucks your productivity and sucks your creativity in every single way, shape, or form. And you know what I mean. You know what I mean when you're bored of talking about the same topics again and again every single day, never changing, never moving, and you don't feel kind of the spark with your business. The second one is, by the way, keep in mind that within the first approach, I made thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars. So it works. I'm not saying that it doesn't work, but we want to build something that we're excited about. The second one is the You Are the Niche that has been made popular by Danco. Now, the problem with You Are the Niche is you are the niche, which you have a lot of hobbies, you have a lot of skills, you have a lot of things to share. So you start to do that and you're kind of posting and praying. Maybe something sticks, maybe something doesn't. Maybe something hits, maybe something doesn't. And when you get people attracted to you, well, they have done multiple different problems. You work with multiple different types of people on multiple different things. And it's extremely hard to scale. Extremely hard to scale. So how to solve that? To solve that, we need a resonant niche. A resonant niche is a niche that suits you, that suits your personality. So you, that means your skills, your experiences. Your personality, that means your vibe, who you are, your vision, your mission, your personality, etc. And three, the market problems. What is the market actively looking for? So first things first, we need to start with, what are you best suited to solve? A very simple question that you can ask yourself. What am I best suited to solve? So a simple example I'm going to give you is of an actual rock star of a client that has been working with us over the past year. Now, when he started working with us, he is a hypnotherapy coach. And when he started working with us because he was getting clients, but clients were inconsistent, clients were broke, and the people he was attracting had multiple different problems. He couldn't nail down his marketing. He couldn't nail down his messaging. He couldn't nail down his offer. So this is what we've done. The first thing I asked him was, well, what do you help people with? He was like, I help them remove money blocks. I help them remove money blocks. I told him, amazing. So tell me a little bit of your experience with money. And when he started telling me his experience with money, it honestly wasn't the best. He wasn't a great money manager, which is fine because none of us are, some of us actually are, yeah. But I am not, a lot of people are not great money managers. I know how to make a lot of money. I know how to spend a lot of money. Let me actually make this a bit closer to me. Now the voice should be better. So he didn't have the best experience with money. And honestly, when we started working together, he had trouble with money. So when he was trying to go out there and tell people how to remove money blocks, this didn't align with his own past experience. And this created a internal conflict. Now imagine you're going out teaching people something and you are internally conflicted about it. Sadly, this is the state of the majority of the coaching market, because we have learned to niche down. We have learned to nail down your message. We have learned to, your message should be in the top 3, which is money, relationships, or health. That's what we have learned. So what we do is we follow the rules, but rules are meant to be broken. So what happened with him is that there was an internal conflict with his own experience and with what he was teaching. Now, this doesn't have to happen. In your case, it doesn't have to happen that you have internal conflict. Maybe you just don't have enough experience in the thing that you have niched towards. And that's a big problem. So the first question that you need to ask yourself is, what are you best suited to solve? In my client's case, the thing that we realized is, so we're going to call it BS, best suited, even though I know this is not the best way to call it. So BS, we realized that he is an action taker. By the way, he is one of the greatest action takers that I've ever met, even better than me. He is a very quick thinker. And what he has done over the years is that he has personally developed frameworks and mental models around taking immediate action, thinking quickly, moving quickly, that most people don't have. And he has developed skills around that. So his experience and his skills were action taking, quick thinking, frameworks to remove indecision, frameworks to remove overthinking, frameworks to remove self-doubt. So now we moved away from removing money blocks to removing self-doubt, removing overthinking. And this is just stage 1. See how just through stage 1, we were able to identify an immediate mismatch between what he was doing and what the market was picking up on. But this is just step 1. We have 3 stages. Stage number 2. Who's naturally drawn to you? Who's naturally attracted to you? Your vibe attracts your tribe, whether you like it or not. Your personality, how you show up, your habits, you attract a certain type of people. Your energy attracts a certain type of people. This is much bigger and much stronger than what we choose to. Who we are attracts a certain type of people. Our mission, our vision, our personality attracts a certain type of people. In the case of my client, the example that I gave you, he was so vibe. He was, first things first, he's a father. Second, he values freedom. Third, he is a very confident person. And fourth, actually, he is a no BS person. So if you speak to him, he's like direct, no BS. This is his vibe. This is his energy. And it's very important to understand that, because in a lot of ways, you don't get to pick your niche. Your niche gets to pick you. And it's very important to start to analyze who are the type of people that are attracted to me. Rather than you going out there and trying to figure out who your niche is, ask yourself a different question. Who is naturally attracted to me? And in his case, we realized that the people who are naturally attracted to him are the opposite, the polar opposite. The people who are not confident. So, not confident. They are second guessing their decision. They are a bit lost. So he was attracting the complete polar opposite of who he was, which is great. This is great data for us. Because again, you don't get to choose your niche. Your niche gets to choose you. Energy attracts energy. And in his energy, his fatherly presence, his confident power was attracting the people who were seeking that. So can you see by now we just nailed down two very important points, which is one, what is he best suited for? What are his skills? What are his experience aligned with? And two, who is he naturally attracting? Now all of that would never work without point number 3, because point number 3 makes things make sense. Point number 3 is, what are your clients already experiencing? This is the point that makes or breaks a lot of offers. This is the point that makes or breaks a lot of niches, which is, what are my people already experiencing? In their own words, there's something in marketing, we call it market message match. I'm going to give you another example here. I have a client who is a leadership When we started working together, she came to me because she wanted to create an offer and create a niche where she is working with corporate leaders. She was already actively trying to create content towards corporate leaders to help them with their leadership. But then I sat down on a call with her and I asked her, what are your clients already experiencing? So we're going to call it MP, market problems. What are your clients already experiencing? And she told me, interesting. And by the way, this happened after we sat down for an hour, sorry, my tongue twisted, digging very deep. She was like, okay, my clients self-sabotage. Interesting. She also said, my clients don't have discipline. She also said, my clients want to grow their brand. But they are afraid to put themselves out there. Interesting. So you are telling me, and this was the reasoning, by the way. So you are telling me that your leadership coach who wants to work with corporate professionals, when in reality, your clients are personal brands, solopreneurs, maybe they have a team that is very small of contractors who don't have discipline, who don't have structure, who self-sabotage, and who want to grow their brands, but they are afraid because, well, they self-sabotage. They are afraid of other people's opinions. They are afraid of other people's experiences and what other people are going to say about them. So can you see what happened here? She was trying to speak to someone when in reality, what her clients and what people who chose her were experiencing something completely different. And this is where the market message mismatched. She didn't resonate with the market because she didn't speak with the existing market. She was trying to create a market to speak to. And this is the third and most problematic step of them all, which is we create based on what we think and what we want to create, not based on what the market is already buying. And here's the cool thing. You attract your vibe. The niche chooses you. And when you attract those types of people are going to come to you with a set of problems that you can solve for them. And once you solve those set of problems, you get more experience and skill in those, and then it becomes a fulfilling loop of growth. And most of us, we break this growth, we break this loop simply because we do not listen to the market. And we create from our own thoughts and patterns, and we create from our own mind, and we create following guru frameworks and guru templates, when in reality, your niche chooses you. You do not get to choose it. Your niche comes with their own problems, with their own goals, and it's your job to give it to them. And the more you run away from it, the more they're not gonna work. It's not gonna work. The more you run away from giving them their exact problems and solving it for them, the more you run away from the people who are naturally attracted to you, the more you run away from the experiences and skills that you are naturally suited to solve, the more you're going to keep on chasing the greatest niche that you're never going to find. And let me give you success examples. Okay? So, I am a business coach who is specialized in client generation. So we're going to call it CG. My friend is also a business coach who is specialized. So let me actually separate it. My friend is also a business coach. By the way, you already know him. He has 500,000 YouTube subscribers. Also a business coach who specializes in CG. And my other friend is also a business coach. Let me move my face so you could see what I mean. Who specializes in CG. So all three of us, we are business coaches who specialize in client generation. My friend is making $70,000 per month. My other friend is making $120,000 per month. I am making $20,000 per month. So all three of us, to a certain extent, were successful. Cool. Now, the difference between our success is because some of them have been doing it for longer than others. That's naturally what's going to happen. Cool. I am a business coach who specializes in client acquisition. I do it, my way of doing it is that I do it through content plus psychology. Because I am naturally gifted, and my experiences and what I am best suited to solve is psychology. If you watch my content, you hear me talking about emotional triggers, psychological triggers, buying behaviors, buying patterns, belief journeying. You hear me talk about those things because I am very good at those. I have a very natural tendency to understand and talk about psychology, and I have been doing that for years because that's what I'm good at. And my clients get great results from it. My friend, and by the way, I'm not saying their names because honestly, I didn't ask them. Full transparent. I didn't ask them. I didn't even message them. So I don't want to say their names and then release some data about them that they didn't want to have in the market. And because they're very well known. My other friend does client generation, but he does it through frameworks. So everything that he creates, by the way, most of the templates and the frameworks that you see in the market, he generated them. He is the origin of them. All of the avatar sheets, avatar frameworks, marketing message framework, unique mechanism frameworks, the 9-step coaching journey, everything he created it. He came up with it. Everything that you see in the market. He created it through frameworks. Why? Because he was an engineer. His background and his experience was in building processes, it was in building frameworks. So he naturally moved into building frameworks, and this is how he solves his people's problems. My third friend, which right now he's going to close his business because he just wants to retire, he made a lot of money during his career, does that through marketing plus energy. He lives in Bali, he meditates every single day, he goes on journeys, he has studied mindset in the depth of mindset, so he helps people generate clients through marketing and energy. All three of us are successful. Now, some are more successful than others, of course, because, well, each one of us is at a different stage in his scaling journey. But each one of us is successful. Each one of us gets his clients' results. Each one of us is in demand by the market, even though each one of us has a completely different way of delivering. Even though we solve the same problem, each one of us attracts a different type of people. So my friend who generates results by frameworks, he attracts very logical thinkers. My other friend, he attracts very emotional thinkers. I attract twisted thinkers. I attract the people who are into the psychology stuff, how to control, how to create manipulation, how to propaganda stuff, because I like it. I studied it. That's my passion. I like it. Even if you see this framework over here, I told you, like, you don't get to choose the market. The market gets to choose you because that's who you are. I'm teaching you natural psychological attraction here. This is what I attract. This is what I like fundamentally. So even though each one of us has a different, even though each one of us solves the same problem, even though each one of us is in the same market, each one of us delivers in a different way because this is our experience and skills, and each one of us attracts a different vibe of people. So if you want to manipulate and find the niche that will suit you, first start by answering, who are you? Who are the people that you attract? What are their problems? And that's it. Not, who do I want to work with? How can I help them? I help entrepreneurs make 10K per month. This statement has been dead for a decade now. People don't care about that. As a coach, as a consultant, people buy into you much more than they buy into the transformation that you deliver. People gravitate towards your vibe, your energy, natural attraction. It's called natural selection. People select you naturally. So think about that. Think about that. Who are the people who are attracted to me? Who are actually naturally already attracted to me? What are their problems? How am I best suited to solve their problems? And once you identify that, you can create unique messaging. Because, well, you are best suited, you are uniquely suited for them. You can create unique methods. You can lead your market. And most importantly, you can stand out. And once that happens, you will get more clients than you know what to do with. Not because you niched down or you went broad, because you identified where you are uniquely positioned. You identified this blue point over here that is so unique, that is so sexy, that is so powerful that no one can compete with you on it. So now the question is, great, once I identified this, how can I attract people who pay more, people who have more money. And the simple answer is every niche, every market, every society, every group of people have broke people and rich people. The only difference between them is how you speak to them, which is another video, not for now. Or you could watch my other videos on client creation and you know exactly how to do it. Cool. Implement, understand, be religious about this, and that's it. That's the entire game. Everything else is just noise. Bye-bye.